Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to it. This is yet another episode of Bodega Corner, your one-stop convenience show for all your informative goods. And I'm not alone, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see. I have a guest who is on another level. He is part of the management of the club scene. He's part of the people that have elevated the club scene to a level that we're seeing it right now. He's not just a manager, an event curator, and also an event host. And he's also part of the co-founders of MSG, which is the Motor Sunday group. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Kuhle Silevu! Yeah. My brother.
For myself.
What's up, man? Thank you so much for coming, bro. Thank you so much. You need to clap for yourself, dog. You've done so much. You've been pushing for the longest time, bro. And I appreciate you for coming on here. I appreciate you for making the time to actually just have a conversation with me, man, and just allowing me to get into your head, bro. You know, thank you. Thanks for trying. We're trying. So, bro, let's just get right into it. I want to know, like, before even the club, bro, you know, I know a lot of people know you as a manager, a host, and so forth, but who is Kuhle Silevu outside of the club?
It's a very broad question, bro.
Yeah? We got time, dog. We got time. We got a drink.
Where do you want me to start? You know, I can say, before I started in the club, nah. Okay, so like, I'm a social butterfly.
Yeah.
Like, I like getting to know people, you know, meeting new people, experiences, and what. So I've always been like a popular guy, school, whatever, you know.
At ball as well. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So we know each other from football.
Sure.
Yeah. But I never used to go out so much because of soccer, obviously. You know that high school soccer life, no drinking.
Yeah.
No partying on the weekend.
Sure.
But I just, somehow I knew everyone.
Sure.
So I never used to go out a lot. Then, you know, I left high school, went to varsity. At varsity, student living was so much.
Sure. It was hectic.
You know.
Yeah.
So I wanted like an extra stream of income besides my parents' allowance.
Sure.
So I don't like being told, you know. So sometimes when you're too dependent on your parents,
they take advantage of that.
You have to abide by the laws that they govern. So I'm not with all of that. Respectfully to my parents. I have a great relationship with them. I listen to them. You know, I like doing my own thing as well.
Sure.
So, you know, I got a job offer at Taboo. Crazy first job offer in the club.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, you should try this thing. Like, it'll be dope.
Do you think they approached you because like you had like popularity?
I mean, it's one way to kind of gauge if someone can bring value to your business or not.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, can this guy get the people on his database into this establishment?
Sure.
Can it translate? Does he have a pull factor?
Sure.
But you're not going to know for sure. Sometimes you have to build and create super promoters, this, that.
Sure.
So when they approached me, I hadn't even thought of it. I was just like, nah. So 1st December I was broke. I was like, this one's not going to work out.
Sure.
Like I think I got into a disagreement. So my parents are like, split. So I got into a disagreement with my mom, but I was like, it's fine, like let's go to my old man.
Sure.
But they co-parent very well. So
this one told this one that he asked for this and I said no, and you have to say no on that side.
Solidarity,
yeah.
I mean it's not you know?
Yeah.
So now I go to my dad, I'm like, no man. Boys wanna say kids.
Mom's was trippy, sure.
I didn't even say anything about moms. So usually I don't need to, I just separate department.
Sure.
So I just went to this guy, I'm like, old man, nah man, I wanna go to Cape Town with the boys. Try me out. He says, nah. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Then obviously I clocked that, okay, I'm in shit with both of them now.
Sure.
Forget about it.
Can I ask like why she said no?
I'm stubborn, bro. I can't even remember what me and my mom had a disagreement about, but now I had to take a bit of a humble pie, bro. I humbled myself to my mom. I was like, Mom's, you know, my bad, OG, I was wrong.
Yeah.
You know, at least like you'll deal with me later, but this one I can't miss this away fixture. It's hot. The boys in Cape Town, you know.
Yeah.
My boy Easy, chilling at the one and only. penthouse. It was soft.
Sure.
Like, Babzo.
I need to go. Like, yeah, I need to go. Yeah.
We're at the one and only in Cape Town.
Sure.
We got the penthouse.
Sure.
We've got some room at the one and only called Table Mountain. Doesn't even have a room number, bro. Like,
it's like the last number room, basically. Yeah.
And I remember, actually, I don't remember what the argument was about, but I remember that I had a car in matric. I was like, I told my mom, I was like, it's fine, I have a car. You need to book me nothing, I'll just drive.
Sure.
In varsity, I was like, I'll just drive.
Sure.
So
you had that thing like, whatever.
Okay.
I'll show you.
You get the money for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, humbled myself. I was like, hey, cool, whatever. But then I also just realized that like, I'm way too dependent on my parents. Stuff actually came from Taboo second time around, and I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
But outside of events and the industry, fitness guy. I'm always working out.
Sure.
I like training. I like eating healthy, shaping my body, testing myself. When the gyms closed down because of COVID, I turned into a road runner. 5Ks, 3Ks, 10Ks.
Yeah, I saw you were posting that, bro. You were posting there. The Apple 5K, hitting it in a couple minutes, you know?
I've been trying to shape, so my best 5K is 25 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. We're always at indoor soccer every Tuesday.
Calling
anyone else, come through.
Sure.
Come through, calling anyone else.
Sure.
What else? Boxing. I go to boxing twice a week now. And that's actually so interesting to me. It's educated violence, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, the more people, as a sportsman, you also know that, like, you don't appreciate how good someone is at something until you've tried it yourself. I've been a road runner. I know that when Mo Farah is doing 5Ks in 13 minutes, that's absolutely...
That's crazy,
It's ballistic, because my best 5K is 25 minutes.
Sure.
The guys who are quick that I know, they're doing like your pro MMA guys, your pro soccer players, they can touch maybe like 19 minutes, 18 minutes. The crazy guys.
So now if someone's doing 13 minutes, it's like
5Ks is a long time.
Yeah.
Like that means you're chilling for 5 minutes while I'm still finishing the 5K.
Sure.
And Mo Farah is chilling for 10 minutes while we still finish it. 10, 15
That's crazy, bro. Yeah.
Minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, boxing is something that I took on last, and I just started to realize how good some boxers are when I started doing it. And it's so layered, bro. Like, you have to have so much IQ for the sport, and you have to have so much timing, you have to have so much technique. It's actually very technical, and they're not lying when they say it's all in the football. So, there's certain lessons that I've learned from different forms of like working out, road running, gym, football, boxing. You learn that if you work at anything, you can become good at it.
Sure.
You learn that. I don't.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
But yeah, boxing has been quite interesting for me because it's just so layered and so technical, bro. And then you just see the mechanics as they teach you something. Now it becomes like second nature.
Sure.
I was like, that's crazy.
Then you move. It's how like your mind adapts to it, basically.
Yeah.
What it does to your body.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So big on working out and keeping healthy in the gym 4-5 days a week every year for the past. For as long as I've known.
That's a bit wild, bro. I see you and you're out at the gym every day, and I'm just like, damn.
Yeah. I'm
like, I don't know how these bros do this. Plus indoor on this side, plus work on this side. Bro, I've tried out.
That's the biggest struggle, balancing work, bro.
Exactly, bro. Because I'm sure your body's tired, and then now work, it's your mind also. Like, there's so many elements to it, But that's also something I give you so much props on. Outside of the fitness thing, you also, and working in the club space, you're also an entrepreneur. I would like to say. No, I see you as an entrepreneur. Do you know why, dog? You have tried so many things, and entrepreneurs try and they stumble and they go, and they try again and they stumble and they go, right? You did sploos, right?
Not did. Coming
still. You see what I'm saying? Sploos, what? You were starting sploos in 2019?
Yeah, literally.
2019, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're putting it out there, we're like, hey, this looks dope. This actually looks sick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You started up in intentional 20-somethings.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying, bro?
20 me.
Exactly. There's that, bro.
Sitting here
you also in real estate as well, family business. Yeah, but it's still, you've got that thing, you know. Yeah. And I want to take it back to sploos and intentional 20-somethings. Well, let me start with intentional 20-somethings, actually, bro. What made you start that, bro? I feel like that was so amazing. That was actually so dope, bro. Like, it was such a good concept. And you only dropped like one video. Why? What happened? Boy, what happened?
You're killing me, bro. You're killing me.
What happened? So because even at the blonde on, dog, you had the Lakers jersey on, bro, chatting to the camera saying, you know, you were chatting like some real shit, bro.
So, you know, I'm gonna be real with you on this conversation here. Yeah. You know, with intentional 20-somethings, it's just, I've always, so I like, in my spare time, you asked about me outside of the industry, the clubs and what and what. I'm very big on character development.
Sure.
And actively doing so.
Sure.
So I'm always like doing anything to keep out of the four walls of the club. That's why for me, like, I need to go to the gym. Like, sure. I need to go to soccer.
Sure.
Like, I need to socialize in other settings other than the club. Like, because for me, lounges and clubs is not something I do for fun.
Sure.
I do it for a living. I go out to another venue, I'm gonna look at how they do it.
Sure. It's not fun anymore. You can't just enjoy yourself. Yeah.
Look at all the acts they have. Look at the tables. Second nature.
Yeah, second nature now. Yeah.
You just look at how the night's going.
Yeah.
And then, so I don't like going out for fun. So I always try to consume different types of spaces, you know. But so I'll go to the gym, I'll do this, I'll do that. So with intentional 20-somethings, I always, in my spare time, I watch. I don't read as much as I used to. I still read, but not as much anymore. But I watch a lot. I'm always on YouTube, bro.
Sure.
And on YouTube, I'm just watching different things on, like, psychology fascinates me, so the human psyche.
Sure.
Just a lot of things about how you can improve yourself as a person. I'm big on self-help. I'm big on character development. So to me, you know, like, I realized that you also get your purpose. You get fulfillment in fulfilling your purpose.
Sure. And
I just felt like, so I'm a child of God.
Sure.
So I just felt like, God is really calling on me to. This is not narcissistic.
No, it's fine, bro. Chat, bro.
God is really calling on me to just, like, motivate and inspire a generation of, like, my age mates and other men and whatever.
Sure.
And this is how I see it, right? So, cool. I went to a private school. Not like other private school niggas being like that.
Yeah.
I'm a prince of the town.
Yeah.
You know? But going to a private school was a blessing for me because it also gives you access.
Sure.
Right? Sure. So, people, when you get to varsity, it's a culture shock. You with a lot of people who are on the outside looking into all this, like, Instagram and social media life. So they'll see someone who's our age, you know, in the mid to late 20s, pushing Range Rover C63 and they feel pressure.
Sure. What's going on? What am I not doing right?
My man is doing this and this. And they're my age. Fucking up in this life thing. And they feel depressed.
Sure.
Then they have these unrealistic timelines of, like, getting things done.
Sure.
You know, and, like, I look at it and it's like, this is my boy from school, or this is my
Sure.
Like, you know, our starting blocks on to say, I got to understand that, you know, it's like you can't put yourself under pressure because, you know, so and so's mom might have set them up with a crib and a house. So they're not paying rents, they're not paying installments. They're just
living basically. All the rent is just going to
him.
Sure.
So, like, you might make the same salary, but
he can afford to go do.
That's not the same, though.
Sure.
You know, people in South Africa are so inspired by people based on what they have, but they know nothing about what they do.
Sure.
So it's like, how, dog, this guy doesn't even disclose what he does. He's not putting me on game to get to where he got to. Why is he your role model?
Yeah.
You're inspired by this guy based on what he has, or this homegirl based on what they have, and you feel pressured by them, but you don't know the backstory behind it.
Sure.
There's also people who, like, are on crazy dates to live this, like, flashy life, but, like, at surface level you don't see that.
Sure.
So I have like people who I look up to based on like their character, how they move, how they think.
Sure.
You can see the proof in the product. You know, the formula's there, the blueprints there.
Sure.
You know,
they started from somewhere, yeah.
And I'm not bashing any kids who started off well off. And this is not an attack. I'm just saying, like, I just wanted to my contribution to society to be like, you know, on a more positive note of let's inspire and help people build themselves.
Sure.
Because obviously in South Africa also, you know, patriarchy is a thing.
Sure.
Men are expected to provide.
Sure.
There's unemployment.
Sure.
There's social media pressure. Men are depressed.
It's hectic, yeah.
Men are very depressed.
Yeah.
They feel worthless. They feel useless. All the jokes that happen on social media.
Sure.
All the social media standards from first world countries, people in relationships in first world countries, like celebrities and all of that. 1,000 roses, 100 roses.
Sure. There's
even,
levels
even,
to it.
Even cultural pressures, like, I don't know if you noticed the shift in buying VSOP and VS.
Yes.
After that VSOP song dropped, lockdown piano, everyone stopped buying VS.
Yeah. It was VSOP,
venues even stopped selling VS and they used it as a rider.
Sure.
VSOP sales only.
Sure.
The Grootman saw that all these young boys are now
buying this
VSOP.
thing. Sure.
Let's go fetch EXO.
Sure.
Not buying EXO.
Yeah.
It was a cultural reset from a song, bro. In lockdown.
Sure.
It was a hit song, but like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the wrong pressures and like type of inputs is being released. So I was like, hey yo, I wanna inspire like niggas to actually build themselves.
Sure.
You know, you need to find something that keeps you healthy. You gotta work out. You need to find something that brings you fulfillment. I learned about fulfillment when I was a soccer coach.
Sure.
Like I used to coach my primary school team, and bro, like you see someone who's a young talent, like a star, grade 5.
Sure.
This boy's hot.
Yeah.
It's too much. What? And you're just like, dog, this guy. You actually nurture his perspective on the game. And like, if he has a good relationship with you, he's gonna want to learn more. He's gonna want to improve. You nurture the relationship right, because kids at that age are very impressionable. Obviously, you know, like other than their parents, as a teacher, you have that authority, and they're gonna trust like your opinion and your person and that. So you hold a lot of responsibility, and the progress that you see as the kid gets better at this and that brings you so much fulfillment. You know, so I was just like. Actually get a lot of fulfillment from inspiring others and igniting a flame in others to want to do more for themselves, but like on some real shit, like not on some surface level social media stuff.
Actually make an impact that will actually last them like their whole life.
You know what I
thing.
Yeah, so intentional 20-somethings is supposed to be that.
Are you gonna go back to shooting?
So, bro, you know, I learned after the first episode that I hate admin.
Really?
I hate editing.
Yeah.
I hate...
Yeah.
But I also learned that like doing something like this right now, like what you're doing, it requires a certain level of vulnerability.
Sure.
Which is terrifying.
Sure.
Because here you are, this is your creative vision, you know.
Sure.
You're putting yourself on a platform, people are gonna watch it, and you're subjecting yourself to public opinion and scrutiny. That's terrifying. Sure. People who are too scared to do this are gonna have a lot to say.
Sure.
People who did this and it didn't work out are gonna have a lot to say. Then there's also people who like are actually moved by it. Like sometimes I get DMs, bro, conversations from strangers where they're like, yo, bro, like I've seen your camera, like I've seen this and I've seen that, and just tell you like motivation from strangers. Sure. Like don't stop what you're doing. Sure. Bro. Like you always speak on some real shit on Twitter or on your Instagram stories, like it really motivated me, it made me do this and made me do that, and it actually brings fulfillment. So I was like, hey yo, I want to do this like for real, because gents feel worthless in this day and age.
No,
globally.
Facts, bro.
You know what I mean?
Facts. There's like so much pressure, as you said, like as a man. You know, from when you're born, bro.
Patriarchy, yeah.
From when you're born, from when you're in primary school, Valentine's Day, to you come up the spring balls, to high school, do you know what I'm saying? To
everything.
The soccer team you play for, the rugby team you play for, to matric dance, to varsity, to
even
your girlfriends that you have, to dates, to there's so much, you know. I feel like, bro, I won't lie to you, I feel like it's something that you need to get back to. Do you know what I'm saying? We've had conversations, and I've told you before that you've got a light on you. You've got a light, and you need to keep that shining, and people look up to you. Do you know what I'm saying? You getting the things or being able to do the things that you do is not just by chance. You know what I'm saying? It's literally written down by God. It's scripted. It's, listen, this is your path. You need to motivate and do this. And we spoke about this at Indo. I told you.
It's haunting.
I told you this.
Yeah.
If you don't like editing, dog, get somebody else to edit. Yeah. Exactly. You don't even need a team, bro. Like, bro, editing is, I know it's tedious.
Yo,
you know, it's tedious.
I edited that first video myself and I was like, nah.
Exactly.
It took me like 2 days, and the video also sucked in terms of editing. I was like, what?
It's tedious,
this long,
bro.
and it looks this basic. I was like,
yeah.
So another thing that was also just crippling with intentional 20-somethings is it felt very random. It's like, here's this random 20-something-year-old guy speaking on a random podcast.
Yeah.
Why the hell should we listen to him?
Yeah.
What has he done in his life?
Sure.
For us to listen to him, like.
Was that like your mind coming back to you, like, yo, like.
Yeah, just anxiety and like maybe a little bit of imposter syndrome. I don't know. I just found myself thinking like, dude, you know, South Africans look at someone based on what they own and what they drive and how much money they have, and they think, wow, this is my role model. Like, wow, I look up to this guy. Here I am trying to give people advice on how to better themselves and build their character, and there's no reference. Which is like, I mean, it's not completely wrong, because like, why should you listen to me? But then, at the same time, there's just all the DMs from strangers saying, bro, I miss when you used to speak about some insightful shit. I miss when you used to put us on game. Or, bro, like, I've seen a lot of the moves that you did to get to where you are, and like, it inspires me. Like, oh nah. Obviously, when the M2 came out, now there was like some reference. Now it's like, boy, you wilding. Like, the club.
Yeah.
What are they paying you? Show me the club. Now, people are trying to size me up. Trying to pocket watch.
Yeah, they're trying to see, what's going on.
This guy get this.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, okay, there's a bit of weight behind some of this advice. Maybe this guy does know what he's doing. Managing 3 established venues. 3 established venues. Shout out to Alessio and Stefano. Yeah. But it's, like, I mean, they entrusted me to work at the establishments. I've gotten a lot of experience. It's a blessing. But it's like, okay, now there's a bit of weight behind it. So maybe I should not let it go, because it's like, okay, some reason to listen to me.
I think
somewhat,
bro, I think, you know, to be honest with you, I think even before the M2, if you just carried on with it, right, it would have grown. You're someone that actually gives solid advice. You're somebody that listens and that you think before you speak. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not just the thing where you're just like pulling out words from your ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's you chatting about things that you're actually seeing, what you're seeing other people go through, you know? And it goes back to me saying that, Joe, it's a blessing. You know, it's a blessing, and it's something that we've spoken about, and it's something that I feel like you just need to realize. You know, like somebody can tell you that you've got like a light, but until you actually acknowledge that you've got a light and you realize it, you won't actually fully shine as much as you should, you know? So I think it's something that you should get back into. I'd love to see you get back into it. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Nah, shout out for the push, bro.
Yeah, bro, like even if you need us to like conceptualize something, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, we'll chat about it, bro, you know? Yeah. But I would really love for you to get back into it, you know? But moving along, bro, we were getting to sploos. Did sploos in 2019 again. Entrepreneurial moves. Entrepreneurial moves.
Yeah.
What happened to sploos, dog?
Nah, man.
What was sploos actually? For those that don't know.
It's your key to the city.
Yeah.
It was just a directory. I don't want to put everyone on game on my business ideas. But we just had the app. unfortunately, our app developer passed away.
Oh, damn.
And then COVID also hits. That's what made the head engineer of the app development team. But, you know, the app is there. You know, it was on Play Store for a while we were testing it. It's going to be like a international concierge type of service where I come in, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm sharing too much now. So
Okay, let's not kill it. Yeah.
In fact, you can actually crop some of that out so I don't have to take my concept and out.
Sure.
We definitely still have the prototype of the app.
Sure.
It's gonna happen. It's just now the team has had to be more structured because everyone has a lot going on outside.
Sure.
You know, I also learned that, you know, in your 20s, you must just be a slave to building your capabilities and your skill sets, you know.
Sure.
So, relatively speaking, I'm at a job that pays relatively well. Relatively being the operative keyword. Sure. Relatively.
You don't want people saying, we know, there's money coming there,
So, relatively speaking, it pays well, but like, there's no time for anything else. Like, if I want to have a social life, it means in my time off, I've got less time to rest.
Sure.
So you give more time to your social life, you're more tired.
Sure.
You rest more, you have no social life.
Sure.
Like, outside of soccer and going to the gym, if you want to see me, you actually have to go to Rosebank.
Sure.
You know?
You will see you at your workplace, basically.
At my workplace, basically.
Yeah.
So then obviously there's real estate on the side. I don't have time, you know? So everyone else is also doing a lot of their own things. Obviously, COVID happened. We had to keep the lights on.
Sure. Stay
afloat. Everyone was just trying to figure it out and stay afloat.
Sure.
But you can't be building an app where all venues are closed.
Sure. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Like, you got bills to pay. So now, we just had to structure the team a bit more, delegate a bit more. It's still happening.
It's coming. Sure.
It's coming.
Sure. It's coming.
Intentional 20-somethings as well.
It's coming.
I got a videographer. He's my guy. He's dope. Yo, I'm sitting on so many concepts that I have to touch on, storyboards, topics to cover, things that I think could really help uplift people, but it's just getting started.
I think just do it, bro.
Yeah, man.
I think just do it. You know what? I'm glad that Blues is coming back. You know what I'm saying? It's still there. Intentional 20-something is still there. You know, I think just
lingering.
But just do it. You know, just do it. The advice I got when I decided to shoot was actually from a couple of friends of mine, and they were just like, "You've been inviting us to this thing. What? You haven't even started. What's going on? Just do it. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, just do it."
They're treating me like that as well.
You know.
Yeah.
So, you know, but I'm glad, bro. I'm glad that you're not just letting it die. I'm glad that it's not just there. You know. But I want to go back to the club and what you do, dog. For those that don't know you, bro, what do you actually do in the club? Because, I mean, I could pull up at the door. I don't know you. I can see this guy just standing there. You've got like an intimidating face, Nyana, you know? But it's also like, Aish. Like, who's that guy? You know what I'm saying? So what do you do in the club? Like, what's your day-to-day?
So, just your go-to guy for Sumo, Montana, and Opera.
Yeah. Go-to for like tables and, yo, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this.
Everything.
Yeah. And you the management as well.
Yeah. So I manage all three venues. Obviously, there's a team of management at all three. Good team. I don't know, like a host, obviously.
Sure.
So come with the vibes also. Come with all the ballers, you know.
Sure.
Come with all the fly hands. You know?
Yeah.
Not like that though.
Yeah.
So come with all the vibes, come the party, life of the party, social butterfly. You know, like I said, I love being around people.
Sure.
I love being around genuine energies. Even in a space where there's so many energies, I control my space.
Sure.
Like, I ain't with any of that funny bullshit.
Yeah.
If you're not supposed to be at my table, like you won't just find yourself there.
Yeah.
But I'm also not one of those people who sit at a table and think I'm above everyone because I'm host.
Sure.
Like, I go out, like show love to
Sure.
So yeah, I worked at Taboo, started at Taboo, then I did Taboo and Onyx. While Onyx was still under Taboo Group, it's now obviously under Avi and Sid. So I did Onyx back in the day. Then Maria and I had our own show at Cocoon called The Lure. We were just running the show.
It was crazy, yeah.
Just doing crazy.
It was crazy, yeah.
Varsity students and like your early 20-somethings.
Sure.
You know, it's Cohiba running Fridays there with Now. That was dope as well. Now it's Sumo Montana and
elevating.
Really
elevating. Yeah,
I really have learned so much in terms of like operations and experience from Stefan and Alessio. Just with more attention to detail, just with more systems. Like people look at a club and they think it's just flies.
Just nice time, yeah. Just nice time, yeah. There's all much.
There's inventory management. There's accounting books that need to be balanced. It runs like a normal business.
Sure.
You can't lose a bottle every night. You lose money. You have to mitigate the risk. You know, you have to control the inventory management. What comes in, what goes out.
Yeah.
What's ordered. You can't over order because then you're sitting with too much stock. You stockpile. You can't under order because then
there won't be enough stock. Yeah.
Now you're losing out on sales because there's something stupid like, you know. So there's a lot to learn from the admin and management side that they've taught me. I've gone to a lot of places with my guys who support me, my people who support me. I don't know how, but my people have supported me.
They come through for you, dog.
I've got pictures of my guys.
Come through for you.
My guys and my homegirls at Cocoon. I've got pictures of them at Cohiba. I've got pictures of them at Opera Sumo Montana. Like, and you know the cults.
Yeah.
Just gets bigger and bigger.
Sure.
So I appreciate the love, obviously. But at Rosebank, we met a lot of people.
Yeah.
Opera's with the right people.
It's moving. It's
got
moving.
A lot of the right experience. Yeah. Opera's. Yeah, that's our baby.
Yeah. So tell me, dog. I'm interested, like, with everything that you're doing, right? Especially in the nightlife scene, bro. Like, I'm sure you meet a whole lot of different personalities. You know, have you ever had incidents where it's like, yo, I need to boot somebody out, or you know, this guy on Jaela now. It's like,
I'm not necessarily like, I'm not egotistic. I've got nothing to prove. Like I know I got it. You know, so people come to the club, people come to lounges, they want to feel good about themselves. It's part of the experience. You are the man. Come through, you're showing us love. I'm going to show you love. You know, people who harass other people are too drunk and you're a menace.
It's a problem now.
Get the fuck out.
It's a problem.
You know,
get
the fuck out.
Yeah.
Obviously, also like, you know how it is. Like, you're too invasive in people's spaces, and you're this and you're that. If you're too problematic, get out of here.
You gotta get out.
Yeah, sometimes you have to kick people out, bro, because a lot of people don't have home training. They're too comfortable. People don't have shame these days.
They just do a lot. They just do a lot in the club. Yeah.
People aren't scared of what was what's in it. They just be doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, yo,
I hear
have some shit. Have some shit.
Would you own your own establishment though?
I have every intention of doing so.
Sure.
You know, there's people who believe in support, you know, but I learned, it's all these cliche sayings, man, like the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know and what. The more I've learned, all the experience that I've gotten in Rosebank made me realize that, like, yo, I'm not ready.
Yeah, there's a lot that you need to learn. Yeah.
If I wanted to open, like, I could, but it's like, I'm learning from the best right now.
Sure.
I'm not in competition with them. They're putting me on. I'm giving my best there as well.
Yeah, you're just humbling yourself and enjoying the experience, basically.
Time. You can't buy experience.
Sure.
I'm getting the best experience where I'm at. Why am I gonna now go, you know?
Yeah.
So I will, but like
eventually.
In due time.
No, and you know what, and I really believe that it'll work out. I know it'll work out though. You've got the brains for it, you've got the persona for it, you've got the cult. Right? You know what I'm saying? But it also takes me to like my next topic as well, you know. You are part of the Motor Sundays group. You're part of the co-founders. how did that start, bro? Because like the visuals that you guys put out right now, what you guys are doing now, because you're a petrol head, bro. You're full on petrol head. 100%. You had a bike at some point. You had an Arline at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, you know, you got a C-Class, and then now it's like you got an M2. You're full on petrol head, bro. You know, I think more than anything, your love is speed and
whips, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
Whips, and you know, I'm not gonna like leave bikes out because I feel like you'll go back at some point. You'll go back.
Bikes are crazy, bro. I think
Why did you let it go?
I just no. I'm grand.
It was too much. Did you fall?
You know, yeah, it's not even that, man. It's just
so you did fall.
It's dangerous. Like, falling isn't what puts you off. Like people don't know how to drive, man.
Yeah.
It's bad. But yeah, you know, if you fall without gloves on, your hands are done for. If you fall without that jacket on, you done. Like you can hurt yourself on the road. Yo,
it's crazy.
Bike is too crazy, but petrol head I am. You know, my first car was a Golf 7 TSI. I really wanted a Sirocco in that day, but my dad was like, nah, your marks aren't hot enough.
For you to be requesting for this,
It's unlocked in high school. Okay. Tried me out the Golf 7 TSI manual. You cannot start with the manual car.
Sure.
I did my time on the manual car, finished high school, then old man decided to unlock me with the 7R.
Sure. That's also a big jump. I won't lie. It's a big jump.
I'm
sure you're moving crazy.
I was a terrorist in the streets. That's when I actually started doing private runs. There was no MSG back then. It was just all my guys with sports cars and cars. Just
go do something. Yeah.
You don't get to drive this car during the week. Too much traffic Sunday morning. Let's send it to artists.
Sure.
Get on the highway. Send it.
Sure.
Send it. Legal speeds, of course.
Yeah.
120.
Sure.
120. You know, so that's a lot of fun. Great networking as well.
Yeah.
The guys enjoy it. You know, I mean, why buy a false car if you're not gonna
actually use it?
Yeah. Then, like, you know, obviously, COVID hits, life got hectic. You know, it was just like it was impractical to keep the car for. It was also like touching 100,000 Ks. It had been a couple of years. So COVID. Then came Mercy.
Sure.
Yeah. MSG. It's all the guys who just used to come to the private runs. One year, like, our boy wanted to do a run for his birthday now. So like, let's do a run. Then sat down with Revo and Junior. Actually, you know, this run can be different. We always do runs, and we do private runs. Like we do private runs. Like this one, we can include everyone. All cars are welcome. Sports cars, anyone can come. Let's donate blankets, whatever. Hey, we did it the first year. It was a smash hit, bro. Like 50 cars for sure. X5, Range Rover, SVR, Ferrari, Porsche, Golf R.
Everything. It was hectic, bro. It was hectic. Yeah, it was heavy.
Second year it happens. More blankets. 2 different homes. One Midrand side, one in PTA side. You know, we're moving. Then we got dragged on Twitter. Getting dragged on Twitter was like the game.
What are they dragging you guys about?
So obviously we have a videographer.
Yeah.
But the videographer, when he's busy capturing the content, he's capturing lifestyle.
Sure.
Like, he's not showing like the vastness of the contribution.
Like what you guys are actually doing.
He's not showing the non-last number cars. Now he's only showing last number cars. It's like a lifestyle music.
But that's what people like seeing though.
Yeah, but it's a bit. It can come across as very tacky.
Yeah.
When you're doing.
When you're giving back. Sure.
It's like people who record themselves giving someone money.
Yeah.
Just give them the right.
Sure. You don't have to show it, basically.
Why are you showing us?
Yeah.
It comes across as very ego. In fact, often when people do that, it is very egotistic. You know, but our whole objective when filming that was to grow the movement, number one, but also show people like where their contributions went.
Sure.
Because there's certain people who are out of province who couldn't make MSG, but they're like, yes, let me catch a 2,000
sure.
on my behalf.
Sure.
So you buy the blankets, you know, and then you can obviously show them the slip, you show them the blanket that you bought. But when they see the vastness of like their contribution, they know that they were part of something.
Sure.
You get that fulfillment to know that like I helped make someone's winter a bit more convenient.
Yes.
But the videographer, you know,
he's showing the posh badge. She's there.
I'm not even bashing him. He's my guy. We've had the same guy for years. You know, we just didn't brief him properly.
Sure.
He's also young. Like when he started shooting MSG videos, he was 19, 20.
Sure.
Brilliant though. You know, he's nice. Yeah. So we could have briefed him better, and like he's also a petrol head himself. Sure. So it's just exciting.
So he's showing the cars, yeah.
You know, you're not gonna. So just came across the whole concept wasn't captured on camera. It wasn't documented well.
Sure.
Not that the video sucked, but the whole essence of it wasn't captured.
Yes.
Yeah. So after they dragged us maybe for about 2 days onto the rich kids are MSG.
Sure.
So these rich kids just go in their parents' cars to homes and they stamps on these kids. They leave them with blankets. And they were cooking us, boy. It was
lit. Yeah, it was crazy.
They were cooking us.
Yeah.
After that, from 60 cars, first year, second year, 150.
Sure.
150 cars.
So it grew even.
Yeah, sure. Because everyone now is trying to see like
what's it about? Sure. What's it about?
Because, but you know, people don't know that like the year they dragged us, we donated to 5 homes, food parcels, blankets.
Sure.
The year after, food parcels, blankets for 2 homes, and we managed to work aiming for 50,000. Didn't match it, unfortunately. We managed to get 42,000, and we just bought 1,000 loaves of bread, gave them away, and as well as just small food parcels.
Sure.
Just for 1 home.
Sure.
So yeah, MSG is like just some petrol heads
who just want to give back, bro.
You know,
want to enjoy the driving, give back,
have access to sports cars, but also have our own sports cars.
Sure.
You know, so it's not just rich kids.
Sure.
Driving mommy and daddy's cars. It's crazy, but even that, when they're dragging the rich kids, it's like, if you only have sports cars at home, what must you do? You mustn't give back.
You mustn't give back. Sure.
What must I
sure.
Like, and we didn't take it personally because half the people who are also dragging us just aren't doing anything themselves.
Sure, definitely. People are easy to talk, but actually to do the action.
You're telling us different. You're telling us shit, fine, but what did you donate this year?
Sure.
And to who?
Sure.
You have a lot to say, I hear you, but show me what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro. So, where do you guys want to take it? How do you guys want to expand it?
MSG is coming this year, I can't say it. But
you can't say it. Okay, cool.
Because it's MSG time now. It's winter.
Yeah.
Can't say it.
Okay, no.
But
now I'll see. I'll be in tune. Wrong word. Wow. I'll be tuned to your socials. I'll be tuned to your socials, dog. You'll let us know, bro.
It's coming soon.
Yeah. What we're gonna do now, bro? We are gonna get into just like a mini game, right? I'm gonna show you a couple pictures of cars because I know you're a petrol head, and you will decide this one or this one, this one or this one, this one or this one, and that's about it.
Why? Okay, let me see. Let me see.
We're gonna do that. So, guys, also just to let you guys know, this show is not at all sponsored by Biliato in any way. We just enjoy the drink, and also this is a way to maybe get something coming back. You know, we are in collaboration with Soulmate, so guys, please do go check out the Soulmate app and get yourselves the freshest kicks from there, and make sure that you guys support. Make sure that you guys actually get the freshest kicks. They are resellers, so you guys do know how the prices will look like. But yeah, check it out at hey.soulmate and get yourselves a fresh pair of kicks, man, and support the boys, man. So yeah, you ready, dog? Cool. Let's get it. Let me open this up. Gotta move the phones now.
Everything Apple. Rich niggas in the room.
Dog, I don't know what you're talking about, dog.
Everything Apple.
What you talking about? You know,
MacBook guys, when they have work to do on the laptop, Starbucks, nothing else. Starbucks.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. So, first option. G63 Brabus edition, Lamborghini Urus.
I'd go with the Lambo.
Why?
The wagon is too much of a box feel.
Okay.
Driven both. you know.
Yeah, sorry, dog.
Yeah. The Lambo is too much of a box feel. I mean, the G63 is too much of a box feel, and I think it's a bit overpriced. It's all the hype. 4.4 actually now.
Sure.
For a G-Wagon. That's crazy, man. Buy yourself a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So do this. Next one. Lamborghini Aventador or Ferrari LaFerrari?
Aventador.
You just seem like a Lambo fan, bro.
Yeah, it's purely subjective, bro.
Yeah.
Like the only Ferraris that I'd get are the F430 Scuderia.
Yeah.
And the 458.
All right.
Ooh, and the Ferrari Enzo Ferrari.
Yes.
Yo,
okay.
That's one of my favorite Ferraris. I think they only made 400 of them. It's left-hand drive, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Not me saying yes, like I know cars like that. I don't know cars like that, bro. So, BMW X6M competition, GLE 63S.
GLE, bro.
What? I thought you would have said an X6M competition. What are you talking about, bro? What?
I've lost the change, bro. Everyone's shocked.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That Panda's crazy, bro. The GLE 63's got some serious presence.
For real? Alright. That's a shock. That's a shock. I won't lie. Nah, that's a shock.
GLE 63's a monster. Yo.
That's a shock. Alright, cool. McLaren or Porsche GT3 RS?
If I got a Porsche, it would be the 911 Turbo S or the GT2 RS. So McLaren. But only if it's the 765 LT or 720S. I think that's the best McLaren there. 720S. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. And then last one, my brother. So we're gonna do BMW 325 IS or Mercedes-Benz E90.
That's a no-brainer, guys. Gotta go for the streets. Go for the street crib, bro. Go for the Beamer. Come on.
Gotta go for the Beamer.
Come on, man.
But dog, the Merc is sexy though. What you talking about?
That's heritage right there.
But the Merc is sexy, bro.
Come on, man.
You know?
Come on, now. That's a straightforward Christian.
Alright, cool. Nah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. My brother, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Thank you for the conversation. It's a pleasure, bro. Thank you for letting me into your head. Thank you for, showing us a different side of you, and just getting people that actually don't know you like that to kind of get an idea of who you are, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose of the show, man. So I appreciate you coming through, genuinely, my brother. It's all love.
Brother. It's all love.
Yeah, guys. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. This has been myself, Buks, Gemini, and Kuhle Silevu. This is Bodega Corner, your one-stop convenience show for your informative goods. Please tell your friends, tell their friends to like, comment, and subscribe, and share the link, guys. We'll be back with another episode next week. Peace out.